You know that healthy breakfast you're so proud of? That bowl of whole grain cereal? Maybe a glass of orange juice on the side? It's the kind of meal we've been told for decades is the perfect start. It feels like you're doing the right thing, but you might be unknowingly setting your joints up for a rough day. I'm not just talking about calories. I'm talking about a process that can increase compounds in your body that contribute to making your cartilage stiffer and more brittle over time. What if I told you that some of the foods you believe are good for you could actually be making your arthritis symptoms worse, or contributing to joint flare-ups, without you even realizing it? It really comes down to two things that science is starting to shed more light on: something called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs for short, and inflammatory signals known as cytokines. AGEs are nasty compounds that form when sugar combines with proteins or fats, either in your food when it's cooked at high heat, or right in your bloodstream. Think of them as microscopic bits of gunk that gum up the works. Over time, they accumulate and cause tissues, like your cartilage, to become stiff, brittle, and less flexible. Then you have cytokines. Think of them as your body's alarm system. When your body senses a threat, these signals tell your immune system to create inflammation. The problem is, certain foods can keep that alarm ringing, leading to the kind of chronic, low-grade inflammation that really wears on your joints day after day, actively breaking down your precious cartilage. In this video, I'm going to count down the top 5 healthy breakfast foods that can flood your body with AGEs and trigger those inflammatory cytokines. I'll show you exactly which foods are the biggest troublemakers, and more importantly, what you can eat instead to protect your joints. If you wake up with that familiar stiffness or aching, you're going to want to hear this. Coming in at number 5 is sugary yogurts and parfaits. It's easy to be fooled by these. You see probiotics and real fruit on the label and think you're making a fantastic choice. But have you ever looked at the sugar content? Many flavored yogurts have more added sugar than a donut. That huge sugar hit can trigger a release of those inflammatory cytokines we just talked about, which can contribute to joint pain. Plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt is a great choice, but the second you get into the fruit on the bottom or vanilla-flavored versions, you're often just eating dessert for breakfast. Next up, at number 4, we have fruit juice. We've been told for generations that orange juice is a breakfast essential, but here's the uncomfortable truth. When you squeeze the juice out of a fruit, you lose all the fiber. Without that fiber, you're left with a concentrated shot of sugar, especially fructose. This causes a rapid spike in your blood sugar, which promotes inflammation and helps form those destructive AGEs. Some studies have even suggested a link between a high intake of sugar-sweetened drinks and an increased risk of inflammatory arthritis. You're so much better off eating the whole fruit, where the fiber helps slow that sugar absorption down. At number 3, we have a breakfast staple: toast with jam or margarine. This one is a double whammy. First, the toast itself is often made from refined white flour, which your body treats almost exactly like plain sugar. This rapid sugar spike can trigger the release of pro-inflammatory messengers called cytokines. These refined carbs are known to fuel processes that can stimulate inflammation. Then you top it with jam, which is often loaded with high fructose corn syrup, adding even more sugar. Or you reach for certain types of margarine. Now, while most modern margarines have gotten rid of unhealthy trans fats, many are still high in omega-6 fatty acids from industrial seed oils. When your omega-6s are out of balance with your omega-3s, it can drive an inflammatory response in the body. It seems like a light meal, but it's a combination that does your joints no favors. By the way, if you're serious about protecting your joints and lowering inflammation through your daily choices, I've put together a free Natural Life Starter Kit for you. Inside, you'll get a joint-friendly food list, a 7-day nourishment and detox plan, healing herb chart for inflammation, and a daily affirmation calendar to keep your mindset strong. It's completely free. Just click the link in the description to grab your starter kit today and start making small, powerful changes that add up. The runner-up for the worst healthy breakfast is most packaged breakfast cereals. This might be the biggest con in the entire grocery store. Cereals are constantly marketed as heart-healthy or a great source of fiber, but the vast majority are ultra-processed. Not only are they often loaded with hidden sugars, but the high-heat process used to make them can create AGEs before they even get in the box. Now, to be fair, not all cereals are created equal. A truly whole-grain, low-sugar cereal can be a decent choice, but most of the popular brands have been linked to higher levels of C-reactive protein, a key inflammatory marker in the blood, which can aggravate osteoarthritis. And the number one breakfast food that can be the toughest on your cartilage is processed breakfast meats. I'm looking at you, bacon and sausage. These foods are a perfect storm for creating ages. Why? Because they are high in both fat and protein, and we cook them at very high temperatures. That sizzle in the frying pan is the exact process that dramatically increases these harmful compounds. In fact, research that has analyzed hundreds of foods consistently shows that fried and processed meats are among the biggest sources of ages in the modern diet. On top of that, they often contain high levels of saturated fat and preservatives like nitrates, which only add more fuel to the inflammatory fire. Okay, I know it feels like I just canceled the entire American breakfast menu, but don't worry, the goal here isn't to leave you hungry. It's to switch to a way of eating that fights inflammation instead of fueling it. Here are 3 simple, joint-friendly breakfast swaps: a veggie omelet or scramble. Eggs are packed with protein to support the muscles around your joints, and when you cook them with gentle heat, they're much lower in ages. Load them up with anti-inflammatory veggies like spinach, mushrooms, and bell peppers. Oatmeal with berries and nuts. Real old-fashioned oats are a great source of fiber, which has been shown to help lower inflammatory markers. Top it with antioxidant-rich berries to fight inflammation, and a handful of walnuts for those healthy omega-3 fats. A green smoothie. If you're in a hurry, this is a game changer. Just blend spinach or kale with a healthy fat like avocado or almond butter. Add a scoop of protein powder, and toss in some chia seeds. It's a powerhouse of fiber, protein, and anti-inflammatory nutrients to start your day. The choices you make first thing in the morning can truly set the tone for how your joints feel all day. It's not about perfection, but about making consistent positive steps. By avoiding these common breakfast traps and choosing whole anti-inflammatory foods instead, you can take a real active role in reducing pain, easing stiffness, and protecting your precious cartilage for the long haul. Remember, you are in control of your health journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more health advice backed by science. And I really want to hear from you. What's your go-to joint-friendly breakfast? Let's build a community of ideas. Drop it in the comments below. I've put links to the research I mentioned in the description if you want to dig deeper. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you want to go even deeper, don't forget to download your free Natural Life Starter Kit. It's packed with simple food swaps, anti-inflammatory recipes, and practical tools you can use right away to support your joints and overall health. It's a fantastic resource. You'll find the link in the description, and when you're done, make sure you watch this next video right here. The Hidden Dangers of Everyday Food Choices on my channel. It's the perfect follow-up because it reveals the sneaky everyday foods beyond breakfast that could also be fueling inflammation in your body. I'll see you over there.